Hello, Tyler.
Hi, why are you whistling and so cheerful?
Because we are with one of my favorite Porsches. I never thought that I would like a Macan as much as I do, but after owning one, I can't wait to see.
So at least all of the Porsches are his favorite, so it doesn't
it's
really
one of
matter.
Mine. It's one of mine.
This one's brought to you by Porsche St. Paul. Their link is in the description. If you want this one, it is for sale. I would recommend checking it out.
So today we got a 2021 Porsche Macan GTS.
Yep.
It's a couple years old,
Yep.
but it is fantastic.
This one's a 2021.
As you know, with the GTS, you get a lower ride height, you get blacked out trim, you get a couple different doodads. This one comes with a 3.9 second 0 to 60.
Why do you need that in an SUV?
Because it is the sports car of SUVs. I mean, you get, what, 375 horsepower?
What about the Cayenne Turbo GT? That could be the sports car of SUVs.
It's one of my favorite Porsches.
So,
come along with us today as we give you a quick review of why you'd want to buy a few-year-old Macan, and especially the GTS. And this one has a special exhaust note that you guys will love to hear.
this is going to be an interesting video.
With the 2021 Macan GTS, I mean, you get this on other ones too, but you got to put it in Sport Plus.
Yep.
And this Soul exhaust gives this car the most amount of soul that you could think of. How is that?
Okay, I see what you mean. Yep, I get it. You were making no sense, and now you were making all the sense.
It's got good burbles.
Yep.
Okay, I have a 2015 Macan S.
Yep.
That has 340 horsepower.
Yep.
This has 375.
Yep.
So by all my math, it's 35 more horsepower. It feels like more than 35 more horsepower.
Okay.
The seats on the GTS must be a little bit more bolstered.
Yep.
Is lower,
Okay.
at least 10 millimeters.
Yep.
I don't know the official standing, but it does make it look the part. I am getting the Soul exhaust for my Macan because it makes the wastegates sound amazing.
Which you probably can't hear because that's a quieter portion of it, but you can for sure hear that exhaust note.
Here's what this exhaust, and some of it is the GTS, because the GTS is the sportiest of the Macan range. What it does is it makes it as sports car as you could ever make an SUV.
You are a child in this.
I am a child. Ever since we started making these videos, you have made me become a child.
Yeah, it's better to be a child.
So the steering feel, fantastic. It's
Yep.
every bit Macan, probably even a little bit more responsive in the Sport Plus.
Okay.
I do like that on the GTS you get the Sport Plus, and on this updated interior, not much has changed. It's very much similar to my first year. You got a big old infotainment center.
Yep.
This one has the leather dash.
Yep.
Mine has the entire leather interior, and
Flex.
it is kind of nice to have the leather up here. I'm just saying. Other than that, it feels exactly like my first gen
Yep.
Macan.
Or .1 or pre-facelift, whatever they're calling it on this one.
They do it weird in the Macan range, so
Yep.
it is just what it is. But you would get into this and you would feel right at home.
Okay.
With any Macan that you've ever driven, this feels right at home. Steering's good. I would say the suspension, we have it in the stiffest suspension.
Because we are
Because that's what we do.
Yeah.
It still eats up the bumps nicely. When you go into comfort mode,
Yeah, it feels like well, I would say in a Rolls Royce, but I know how that feels now, and I
not
can't
quite
say
like
that.
But you can tell a difference between the 3 settings.
Yep.
On the suspension. I just love, we're at a stop sign, and
That big old pops and bangs. And that's without like a tune or anything. That's just this exhaust.
yeah, it does wonders to it. So I don't know how much the Soul exhaust is, but it is definitely worth it to make the car feel that much more sports car-y.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Other than that, you got your traditional Macan. I do think that buy a Macan that's like this one, 2 to 3 years old, depending on how you view the model, and you're saving a boatload of money.
Yep.
And I would say getting the 2nd gen facelift, whatever, would be worth it. Even though 90% of it's the same.
Yep.
I think that the new infotainment, and in 2021, it came with Apple CarPlay.
Yep.
So that is a big selling point for me.
I'm gonna drive it now.
Good, because I ran out of words.
I have nothing left to talk about.
I know that you are a true sports car fan, which is why you've owned 2 Caymans.
Yep.
But sometimes in life, like my situation, it is definitely faster than my Macan.
Yeah. Oh, I like this.
So back to what I was saying previously, way back there. Some people have a situation such as mine where you can't really have a Cayman or a 911 because your family has such a dynamic where you need 4 seats. Being a true sports car guy, and that's all that you drive now, would you say that you could get away with this Macan GTS with the Soul exhaust and be happy enough?
I think I'd be happy enough. I obviously would still want to be lower. I like this. It's fine. It's really comfortable, but it's also easy to get in and out of. I don't know. If you have a family and you need, this is also the cheapest model that Porsche makes. So if you're looking to get into a Porsche and you want to enjoy the luxuries that come with it, this is actually a great opportunity if you have a family. There are other models that are cheaper on the used market, like Caymans, than a newer one of these, like a 981 Cayman, but that you can't take a family in that. So this actually works really good for that.
And there is a reason, as we talk about this being a 2021, so it's a couple years old, there is a good reason why you'd want to buy one that's a few years old, because the Macan is the best-selling Porsche model. Therefore, there's the most of them, and it does, unfortunately, depreciate the most.
It does. That's why you want to buy a couple-year-old one. The current facelifted 1.2 whatever is going to be the most expensive, but it's also the best.
This is undoubtedly better than my 2015.
Yeah. And
I know that we're in a GTS instead of an S, but it has something a little bit more.
This car is wickedly quick for an SUV. Like, you don't realize it. I have it in manual mode, so I'm not even shifting. I'm just sitting in 3rd gear, and it accelerates plenty fast at a lower RPM.
I would say the usable RPM range is very good. It's torquey.
Yeah.
So you get that all the way through the range.
That's the best part, right there.
The PDK all Porsche PDK, but with the Macan, it works so well.
It does.
It just makes it feel like you're not sitting in an SUV, and that's probably the best praise that I can give it.
Yep.
Is it does not feel like you're in an SUV.
So good. Okay, I like it. Buy this if you're looking to get into the Porsche world with a family.
I like it. Let's go wrap this bad boy up. I love this Porsche Macan GTS.
It is an amazing car. If you want it, go to Porsche St. Paul to buy it. The link to their website is in our description. How much better is it than your Macan S?
I mean, I love my Macan S, but it is definitely that next tier. Especially, it's like 2 tiers better with this Soul exhaust. Make sure you head to Porsche St. Paul to pick this thing up because it's not going to last very long. It doesn't have any miles on it. It is basically a brand new Porsche Macan at a steep discount.
Yeah, this one's so much better than yours because of that updated infotainment. It gives the interior a whole new feel.
And being a GTS, the height of it, the being lower, the Sport Plus, this is the car I want to trade in my Macan for, and is the one that you should get. If you don't want to spend all the money on a brand new one, this is the car you need to buy.
Yeah, and the best part about this, compared to a base Macan even, is it's got the 6-cylinder. The base Macan comes with a 4-cylinder. So when you're looking for a Macan, if you want to have that cool exhaust note that this Soul exhaust has, you need an S, a GTS, or a turbo. The turbo was not made all years, nor was the GTS.
But you definitely, like, the base one is, I've never driven a base one, and I don't think I want to because it is 100 horsepower less.
Can you say what it is? It's a flex. You've never even driven a base Macan.
I'm not flexing, I'm just saying, make sure you guys hit like, comment, subscribe, go to Porsche St. Paul, buy this Macan GTS, give me an awkward high five, and we'll see you guys soon.
It truly is a wonderful car. I would recommend you buy it, but wow, is he flexing today.